Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Jason, aka Jester. Today we're going to be doing a really cool item, but I got a little housekeeping I got to get out of the way first. It's about last week. I want to stand behind what I was saying. I think they called the competition a little too early, and as it turned out, it was a pretty decent day. Would have been a nice day for a barbecue. That's not really the point of the housekeeping here. The housekeeping is I want to issue a public apology to Teresa, Nick, and Lou. You guys were awesome about trying to get us out there in the first place. I kind of didn't realize I was putting you in a bad spot. Would never ever do anything to hurt you or the family purposely, and I just wanted to tell you I'm sorry, and I will endeavor to do better with that. My ranting and stuff. It was a little frustrating, and that's pretty much all we're going to say on that today. So let's get into today. What we're going to bring you, we call the Godfather. This is a variation of a fatty, and it's going to be a roll-up. You guys have kind of seen one of these before. It's going to look similar to the loin. I also did a mac and cheeseburger one. This one's going to be completely different, though. So in order to get the nice flatness here, what I've got is about 1.5 pounds of ground beef. I put a little piece of wax paper over the top, and you just kind of roll it out like you would cookie dough or any kind of dough. And you want to get it nice and uniform. It might be a little thin on the edges, but in the middle it should be good. So we're going to have a really nice layer as it gets rolled up. All right, so when I make a fatty or a roll up, I like to put down a layer of a meat that kind of helps protect everything that's on top, because we are going to put some cheese and stuff. And what we're using today is prosciutto ham. I've been on this prosciutto kick here the last couple of weeks. I just love this stuff. This stuff is a little thinner than what I would like, but it's what I could find, and so that's what we're going to use. And I'm just going to keep putting this in here. This stuff's actually sliced. Not quite like I would like it, but again, we have what we have, and that's the best we can do for today. I think we got about 6 slices here. What this is doing is creating a barrier to where my cheese and my other toppings that I'm going to put in here today, they're not going to leak out. It's going to help it not leak out anyway. All right, almost got this done. Set that aside, and there we go. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2, mozzarella cheese. I don't want to be super giant with everything because we do have to get this all rolled up, and I'm going to try to do this in one shot. This is not going to be a very long video today because these really don't take that long to cook, maybe a couple hours, and the cooking part of it kind of boring, but we will bring you the conclusion. So we got our mozzarella in there now. We're just going to make sure that's nice and evenly spread out. The very next step is I want to add some stewed tomatoes. And these are just original recipe canned stewed tomatoes. And again, I want to keep it fairly uniform. I don't want to get too bulky and too high because it's going to make it very difficult to roll. Just going to keep going on that. Because I do have some other toppings we're putting in here today, so definitely something I want to keep in mind is, don't get too big. It will break. Now, I'm going to, again, try to do this in one shot, but the issue that I have with that is usually I would roll this up, put it in the freezer for a minute. It's just a little bit easier to work with when I go to do the bacon wrap. But here's the really fun part of this one. We're actually going to take some raviolis. I told you guys a couple of weeks ago that I wanted to get back to being twisted and to do the stuff that I really enjoy doing most, and that is this kind of stuff here. Stuff you don't see anywhere else. You want Gordon Ramsay, you can look him up on YouTube. That's not who I am. It's not what we do. We are twisted. We do different things. We just enjoy it. All right. It's fun for us. It's fun to kind of see what you can do with different things. Again, this is purely ridiculous to do this, but it's what we do. Okay, so now we have our toppings that we're going to use today inside of this. And if everything's right in the world, we should be able to, once we get it started, we're going to use the gravity of the meat itself to roll right off of this wax paper. And just kind of roll all of this up. You want to be kind of tight, but not super tight. And as you see, I'm just kind of letting it do its own thing. not rushing. Uh-oh. Wax paper is not cooperating. And that's okay, as long as we get it all off of there. There we go. And we're just going to keep going. Definitely not cooperating. We're going to have to pick that through. We do not want that in there. All right, we're going to get it where I can work with it. A little bit embarrassing, but these are the things that happen when you go to cook. You know, nothing ever works exactly right. So you kind of have to roll with the punches and make it work the best you can. I keep doing my best to get all this out of there. I can't believe this stuff disintegrated. Not very good wax paper, apparently. All right, all right, all right. This is also one of the fun things about making these videos is I get one shot at doing these for the most part. And so I'm going to have to show you guys how it works one way or the other. And that is absolutely terrible wax paper. We won't be buying that product again. All right, and actually I'm gonna shut this down for just a second. I'll be right back over. We're gonna get this cleaned up and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, I think we got that all cleaned up, minus a little piece there. So all I've done here is I've kind of capped in the edges, and this is going to be the real trick, because you really don't want everything seeping out. There's going to be a little seepage, and that's just going to happen. I've made bigger ones of these before, but like I said, I was being kind of careful. And also today I took the time to go ahead and make the bacon weave. Now, I do want to discuss the bacon that we're using today. This is actually a specialty bacon from Paradise Locker Meats. This is the bacon of the month. If you guys have not checked them out, definitely give them a look. They do this bacon of a month every month, different flavors. It's one of my absolute favorite bacons in the world is their jalapeno bacon. And it started as a bacon of the month, and now they carry it full time because it was so popular. So the one we have today is actually an Italian seasoned. It smells incredible. And in the interest of fairness, for making a bacon weave, I kind of wish it was sliced just a little bit thinner. That's my only issue with it. It was a little difficult to get stretched out and get woven up here. So other than that, it smells incredible. It's going to taste great. I know it. So what we would do now is we're going to do the same process that we did on the other deal. And that is we're going to keep rolling until we get this completely into that web. That good bacon stuff. All right. And you can kind of move everything around to where it tucks under. And I don't have that edge quite right. We're going to work on that a little bit. But as you can see, we now have our piece. This is a nice little loaf. We've got everything in there that we want. I'm not going to put any rub or anything on this today because it's not really a rub type of deal. So we're going to cook this at about 250. I'm thinking probably 2.5 hours. It's ground beef. You don't necessarily have to hit 165 at ground beef, but I'm going to go ahead and do that just because of all the other goodies and stuff in there. So the smoker's all warmed up now. I'm going to go pile on some wood, and we will show you a little bit in the middle of what it's going to look like. I think it's going to be great today. So stay tuned. We're going to get that done. I know it's just going to be a second for you, but it's probably going to be an hour or so for me. So we will see you here in a little bit. Okay, we've reached about that 1 hour point. As you can see, the edges are sealing up there real nice. I can see a ravioli. Taking a little smoke on the bacon, that's perfect. I might actually wrap this just to kind of protect the bacon. I don't want to over smoke it because I want that flavor to really stand out. I do want a little smoke in it, but not super much. So we're going to give this about another hour or so, and we'll see where we're at. Hopefully we'll be about done by then. And here we have it, boys and girls. This is the Godfather. We've got a little rain shower going on. You might hear a little thunder, a little rain. It's all good. I love cooking in this kind of weather. Let's cut into this and see what we have. I mean, it looks amazing. So I'm going to actually turn that a little bit. And let's just take a peek here. Oh boy, look at all that nasty goodness. The raviolis, the tomato, the prosciutto's still there, the cheese is still there. Nothing leaked out really. This is incredible. I love it when things work out exactly like I hoped. Cutting this stuff a little warm is not great, but I mean, just look at the steam coming off of that. Wow. And there you have it. That's something I don't think anybody's ever seen before. The Godfather. Can't help but love this stuff. You know, if you guys want to see more of the fatty stuff, the fatties stuff, send me a message. Like, I have a whole bunch of ideas on these with the roll-ups and the bacon wrap and all that good stuff. But if you guys have a couple of combinations you want to see, let me know, because I'm more than happy to give them a shot. These are one of my absolute favorite things to do. They always go away very, very quick. And it looks incredible. Just look at that. Have you ever seen anything like that? I don't think so. So, thank you guys again so much. Man, I'm so happy with this one. We're going to rock it out next week. I think next week is going to be something really, really sick. And we're going to actually use the item that I usually use at my prep table here for something else. So we will, I know it's kind of cryptic, but it is what it is. And we will figure it out at that point. Thank you guys again so much. Love you guys all. Please, please, please like, share, comment. Give me some comments. I really, really want to hear what you think. So thank you again, and we will see you next week.